Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I've got to say I'm very, very, very delighted to be joined by Scottish boxing legend. There you go, Willie Limond. We're here at Trump Turnberry, but first and foremost, how's things with you, mate?
Good Andrew, all good. Just training Michael McCART. I've been training Michael McCART in his fight there. He won the second round, so been good. Good wee day so far, good night.
Well, you've made the transition from a fighter to a coach. You're training Michael McCART. I've seen you at Boxing Scotland as well with the kids doing some work up there. How are you finding that transition from being that fighter, that good fighter that you were, to becoming now a coach?
It's, to be fair, it was a bit, at first, obviously, it was new to me, everything was new to me, but I've enjoyed the transition. I trained my boy Jake and obviously my other boy Drew as well, Michael, Josh Sanford, so it's good. We've got a good wee stable growing, and I'm obviously up at I'm at Boxing Scotland as well, but it's been brilliant with Craig McAvoy, Gordon Brennan, all the boys, Stevie Simmons, Ricky Burns, Ian McDonald and Big Now.
So wealth of knowledge up there.
Brilliant, so it is, honestly, I actually enjoy, people say they don't enjoy going to their work, I love going to my work, so it's good.
Talk to me about your boys boxing then. I know Jake was out last week, we just spoke a little bit there. How you finding that? Are you more nervous for your boys fighting when you're watching them, or how are you finding all that?
Horrible. Absolutely, no joking. So when I'm fighting, you get nervous, but it's under my control. When my boys are fighting, I'm not under any control. It's out with my power kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So there's nothing you can do. You can just hopefully help them prepare well enough for the fight, and nobody, them other opponent gets hurted. I just hope that they do well, and it's good. But very nervous.
What's your hopes for them in this game? I mean, you done it the hard way. You had nearly close to 50 fights. You travelled to Mexico, Eric Morales fight. You fought Amir, Tyrone Nurse for the British title, I believe it was, all them time ago. So you was 50 fights you had, close to 50, was it no? 46. That was there or there?
46 fights, 46, 141, those 5. I fought a lot of good boys, a lot of elite guys as well. Obviously, I just missed out in things. Sorry, there was a few things that there was. Maybe I just wasn't at that level, but I gave a good account of myself at that level.
That's what I was going to say though, because you were there or thereabouts, you fought all these big names, but you just didn't quite go over the finish line there. But what are you hoping for your boys, and are you hoping they can go one step further than you?
Well, Andrew, I was a part-time boxer. I still worked as a joiner. I mean, I was on building sites from 7 in the morning to 4 o'clock at night, and I was running in the morning and training. So I was really a part-time boxer. For my boys, hopefully I can help them get sponsorships, etc., and it allows them to train full-time, which puts them in a level playing field, because most of my opponents were full-time athletes kind of thing. So hopefully I can do that to help them achieve that.
What would you get more satisfaction out of? Would you get, like, obviously the fighting days are over, maybe. I don't know if you got something you can tell me. We spoke a little bit off camera. I don't know if you can say it, but can you?
If I have enough fighting this year, I've fought in 4 decades, so I'm going to go on a joint bout with my boy Jake in May the 13th, 12 weeks the day. So I started training, hard so it is, man, but I'm looking forward to getting back. And obviously with the coaching side of things, when you're boxing, it's participation. When you're coaching, it's observation. So you're just trying to kind of link the two, but I'm enjoying it.
First time it's ever happened, a father and son box on the same bill. Is that in Scotland or the UK?
I really don't know. I was in boxing, it says to me that he's got a date. It's never happened before, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Jake's shouting I'm on his undercard.
You are. That's truth. That's the truth. That's the truth.
I think I'm off, so I'm off.
Listen, yeah, like that whole coming back to fight and stuff like that. Like, how do you feel? Like, putting the gloves on. Have you sparred? When was the last time you had a spar? When was the last time you got hit in the face?
A couple of weeks ago.
Oh, right.
So sparred the Drew a few weeks ago. He got the better with it, and that's 1 to 15. But to be fair, Drew's good. So I sparred the Jake and Drew. I just wanted to see. So I done 4 with Jake, 2 with Drew, and I'm not going to lie, I was absolutely done. But it was good to do 6 rounds, and we'll see. Once I start doing a bit of training, then I'll see where I'm at that. But listen, I'm up for it.
Definitely.
100%.
If you need an opponent, I've still got a little bit left in me. Let's see the guns. Yeah, like, you had a great career and all the rest of it. So I'm guessing as a father, when you look at your 2 boys there, coming into the sport, that's probably. What's your ambitions for them in the sports?
Listen, I believe this is the hardest sport in the world. So I know you've got your MMA, they're on a par with each other. This is one of the hardest things today. I've obviously mentally, physically, it's an emotional game as well. I just hope the boys do as good as they can do, and they're given every chance to be as good as they can be, kind of thing. But as it goes on now, they're doing brilliant. Early stages, but we'll see how they develop. But obviously, I hope for the best for every fighter I train.
Well, obviously, fighting for decades, you started in the 90s. What have you seen the difference now with your boys coming through all these promotional companies now, managers? It seems like boxing is booming right now. More fighters are coming through. There were 700 kids in the Scottish novices, which is probably unheard of back in our day. You were lucky there was 150 kids coming through the novices. So boxing right now is booming. So what's the biggest change that you've seen now?
Haircuts. I look at my boy's haircut, and that's a mullet he's got. That's one dodgy.
But he wears it well.
He wears it well. No, on a serious note, I look through. There's volume now. There's a lot of volume of kids now coming through at all ages, all levels. So it's good as well because they're all competing with each other. They're all sparring with each other. So I think it's going to be good that they won't need to travel too far for sparring. They cannot. I mean, we've got that many boxers here. It can only be good for us.
Definitely. I've got to ask, big fight happening tomorrow night, Amir Khan and Kell Brook. Now you've shed the ring with Amir now. Probably people might say you beat Amir because like that 10 count, do you believe that was a long count?
Listen, it is what it is. I'm even visiting that again. But it's a good fight. So it'd be an ideal if this fight was 5 years ago, but as much as I like Kell Brook, I think Amir Khan might nick it. But listen, I don't want to sit in the fence. I hate sitting in the fence, so I'm going to go with Amir Khan, but although I like Kell Brook and I'd like to see Kell Brook win it.
Like to see Kell Brook win it? Yeah.
I'd like to see Kell Brook win it, but I think Amir Khan, it might be Amir Khan's night tomorrow night.
Are you watching any of the sort of like head-to-head, the face-off and what's been said?
I have seen it. Is that the one that's on Sky kind of thing? They're doing the head-to-heads. I've seen that, and that's what's made me kind of just sway to Amir a wee bit. It just looks a wee bit more, I don't know, as if it's in Kell's head a little bit, but as I say, I hope Kell wins, but I think Amir is going to shade it.
Yeah, better man, stoppage, points.
Points.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you again. And listen, your boys, they look dead up for it. Look at them. Yeah? You want to come in the camera? You want to come in the shot? Get behind your dad. Come on. Get behind your dad. Nah? Come on. Yeah, you can introduce them, Willie. Which one's which?
This is Drew Limond, my boy Drew, he's 15.
Yeah, duck in.
Sorry, Drew, he's 15, Scottish champion. That's Jake. Team McCART. Jake had his first pro fight last week, won it, so Jake's undefeated as a pro, and Drew's Scottish champion.
There you go then. I'll be speaking to you boys soon, so remember this face, alright? Because you'll be on this camera a lot coming in the coming years. But Willie, as always, thank you so much for doing this fight for TV, and I'll speak to you soon, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.